Hi everybody, we are kicking off your Saturday with a boss options and counters, a bit of coverage about bounty missions. I'm sure a lot of you are well aware that bounty missions are a thing. Whether or not you like them or like this thing or don't like that thing, it's totally up to you. Of course, we've gone over the concept of how they work. There's a little bit more to them, which I'm just finding out over the last 24 to 48 hours, which then we've got to put into guides, then we've got to put into update spreadsheets and things like that. You can check out the link in the description. I have, hopefully, by the time this video comes out, got the spreadsheet to a particular way that I think that's okay to deliver. If you don't know already, I put these out on a monthly basis. I know a lot of people want these sooner rather than later. They've got tabs at the bottom. We've got at the moment how the side quest works, a nice little showcase options. We've got bounty mission counters, which of course we're going to talk about in this video. Alliance event details to help people out, and best glorious champions. There's also another tab coming soon, which is the objectives and solo event. So there's a lot of things to kind of cover and bring you up to speed with. So go and check that out. As I said, it should be in the description if you want to go and check it out as well. Anyway, so there's some key things. There's some misconceptions that people have about using Saga champions, and there's some other things as well with this one. But we're also going to talk about some of the best counters and options. So to kick things off, also I should do Clearinghouse and say thank you, not Clearinghouse, but thank you very much to everybody. As we did say, we were going to put out a guide, not guide, but a trying to get information to help out the videos, because those spreadsheets look better once they've got more information from you, the community. So thanks very much to everybody that came out to get involved with this. Look out for these in the post from time to time, because it just helps out the channel, helps out from a community standpoint. So thanks very much everybody that gets involved with these things when they go out. So we're going to be focusing on threat level 5, but the premise is for all of it. Of course, depending on what you can take on, you can take on what you can take on. Okay, I can do threat level 5. Cool. A lot of people can do threat level 5. Some people can. I don't know if that means that all the nodes are going to be different across the board. I mean, look, there's 4 there with Dani Moonstar, operates more with that kind of mist mechanic based on Falter. And then we'll go up to threat level 5 and see if that is replicated as the same types of abilities that the champion would have. Of course, there we go, preview, go to the champion there, Dani Moonstar, and she has 1, 2, 3, and 4 plus in increased attack. So it looks like it's the same. So all of this will be for across the board. So we're looking at all the counters for each individual champion. So let's begin with some options for this. Now, I can't test all the champions. I just definitely know what I have tested out. And again, another thing to kind of explain before we go into the video. People have said you should use Saga champions. You don't have to use Saga champions. What they're referring to exactly, and I'm sorry we have to kind of go around with loads of different things, but I spend a lot of time either dispelling things that I see or trying to kind of answer against stuff that a lot of people have questions for. I think that they're talking about the Bounty Hunter's Picnic, which is all about using Saga-based champions against these particular champions here. You don't have to, because you could just quite simply, and here's something here, just search in here, Crumb, exclamation mark. Where's the exclamation mark? Why can't I see it there? Search it. No, that's not the right one, is it? I have to go up. I've probably made this a bit more. I think if you just search Crumb, it's there. There is Crumb. Just search Crumb. Duel, this Dani Moonstar with a Saga-based champion. I use Bishop. Done. That's that one sorted out. Anyway, back to we're meant to be talking about bosses here. So from a boss standpoint, the first one is Spider-Man Supreme. Spider-Man Supreme has on him Power Thief, Miss, Third Law, and Release Valve, as well as Arrogance and Down and Out. You can make this completely easy for yourself by using the following champions. So if you use, and we'll put this better into shot right here, Bullseye, Human Torch, Count Nefarious, Silk, Shuri, or Juggernaut. They are great options for that one. Not sure about Juggernaut. Someone was saying that they actually went hand with that. Other people saying Hercules, take that with a pinch of salt. Okay, that's completely up to you. Again, who you take on for that. Next fight, Sabertooth. Okay, for Sabertooth, we got Special Burst Lockdown. I like to keep the champion to an SP1, by the way. Up to you how you take this on. Cornered, Pass the Buck. And then we've got energy actuator, and yeah, those things aren't too bad when you consider just a general kind of rotation. I think, I haven't put this down, but I think even Nimrod could do this fight relatively well. We're talking about power and cornered, then don't look to put debuffs. However, there are some champions that work relatively well against this, and it will be the subjects of Mega Sentinel. Okay, yeah. Infamous Iron Man for sure, because power control can really be helpful. Lady Deathstrike and Ironheart, of course, is a great option here. Some other players opted for using Count Nefaria and Kushala. Again, each to their own with how they feel some of the best options to do this. But if you've got any other suggestions, put it in the comments. Go to that post. Helps out another summoner. And as I said, the reason that we try and do this is with as much information as possible. Not just my own, because then, you know, there's more people in this community to get good answers. So, yeah, it helps out being part of these posts when I put them out. Hit Monkey next. We've got Ting Tang Bada Bada Bing Bang. Opponents are treated as hashtag mercenaries for Hit Monkey's abilities while he is below 35% health. And we got enhanced physical resistance, brutal refresher turtling, and enhanced parry power gain, which it's not, when I'm touching the screen, it's not moving. It's ruining my life with this game. So we've also got encroaching stun. I think even for this, you could do like stun. You could even use like, I'm just going to add in like loads of other options. I've just thought about off the cuff. Hercules. I don't know if Nick Fury in his phase 2 could be useful. And as well, you got any kind of like mutant that can ultimately suppress this. I've gone for the options of Hercules, Nick Fury, of course, if you want. I don't think these fights, these bosses are overly difficult. Maybe making a video about this is kind of like not really worth it. I just thought I'd put it out because, you know, it might be helpful to some people. Onslaught, Apocalypse, Storm makes sense. And Apocalypse can deal with that disorient that might come on you. So, yeah, that's that. And also, I think it's stun. It can deal with, like, Apocalypse can deal with stun relatively well, so it kind of makes APOC a great option for this. We move now on to Medusa. Backup recovery, divine barrier, personal space. You might find a little issue when it comes to mystics. I think when I took this on before, I used mystics in any case. And yeah, we got parry, the defender's well-timed blocks, reduced damage, an additional 25%. And we've got rage. That, I think, was the most of an issue. Damage taken in a single hit is capped at 1.5% of max health when damage cap is reached. Gain a fury buff. Upon reaching 5 furies activated by rage, attacks become unblockable. I don't know if you could go America Chavez on this one. Wiccan, I think, could do well. Doom Slap, maybe, question mark. But we've definitely got a good shout for using Mordo, Juggernaut and Kushala. So, yeah. Maybe experiment with that. But you may not even face Medusa over the course of the month. That's another kind of thing you have to consider. We'll just quickly go on to other champions like Sauron, which you can see it's probably got the hallmarks of some of the regular tech champions to use against it. Whether it's whittled down, so you're going to need debuff champions. So that's something I maybe missed off. Maybe that takes away from the likes of, someone said Adam Warlock, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Maybe that's not, but then buffed up as well. Whittled down and buffed up. So you need a champion with buffs, 3 or more buffs. And there must be a way within the abilities to get a... Man, this game sometimes... I'm literally like trying to move on the screen, but it's just not... I don't know if you can hear that. I'm trying to move the screen around. I think there's something up with the game. I don't get this with the other games. Like, inputs are just not there for this device. It's just what it is. Maybe it's time for a new device. Yeah, anyway. You're going to have to find a debuff-based champion for this one. Who do you choose? Could be, which a lot of people have suggested, Infamous Iron Man, Future Ant-Man, Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck is a great shout. I didn't think about that one. Obviously, I'll put that in. Omega Sentinel, because she has armor buffs and also does debuff damage. Lady Deathstrike, question mark. Venom as well, because he does debuffs and as well has buffs as part of his kit. So that, you know, I see why people are going with this one, because you need buffs and you need to do debuffs in order to do damage. Go figure. Then we've got ourselves White Tiger, Thriller Knight. Scared Stiff, so you'll be rooted. No hit mercy buff. Fatal Fury, which I think we faced off against. That was fun because she goes indestructible, and that was kind of, yeah, whenever the defender reaches 15% health, they gain an indefinite 200% Fury passive, and indestructible, which I've completely forgot about. Footloose. I didn't really have to worry about Footloose. I can't remember who I used. I think maybe I recorded something or didn't, but I think I used like either Doctor Doom, Archangel could work here, Stuck Spidey, but Human Torch. Maybe I used Human Torch. Sometimes I can't remember half the champions that I use versus the content. Anyway, we're moving on quickly and swiftly to Moondragon. The Moondragon does have a bit tricky at times with it because I think she does have like a mist mechanic in her, which isn't particularly great. Ebb and Flow intercept, so you're going to have to intercept in order to get yourself a Fury passive. I think there's just like, this is a very standard one. A lot of people recommending Kushala for this one. Apocalypse, Storm, Nick Fury, Hercules. Yeah, don't think you'll have an issue. Maybe using Kitty Pryde could be a better option for this one, which of course a lot of people have suggested. Knull, on the other hand, he is a strong cosmic. I think we have something of an issue with using Mystic Champions. No, we don't actually. Any Mystic Champion will do. One with a high debuff to them, or using different ones like Kingpin. Kingpin's highly rated in this. Zemo. Debuff Shruggers and Cleansers. I think that's to deal with the armor break side of things. And, man, honestly, swiping on this device is just so rubbish. I don't know if anyone else is having problems with inputs or their device is just not swiping particularly well. It's annoying when you're just trying to like get to the things. Anyway, the attacker's special attacks and damage over time effects deal 90% less damage, but their light and medium attacks deal 200% more damage. So you're going to have to focus on that as the means to attack. Okay, Dani Moonstar is next on the agenda with her Faltered Mind, Dazed and Confused, and other things that are a bit kind of frustrating. You may start a Mega Sentinel in tracking mode. Infamous Iron Man works here. Lady Deathstrike, Future Ant-Man. Some people have used Professor X, but I don't know if that's a miscounter. Hercules, actually, because he's got miscounter off the SP1, and anything that's got like a miscounter mechanic within it. Oh, is it... Cap Wilson might be a good one. I'll put that in, Cap Wilson, just for the sake of it, I think, for the video. We're going to move on now to Vox, which you can see Sargaunaut champions, Wong, Juggernaut, Kushala, Rintrah, Doom, Venompool, Hercules. Again, effective options for that. Stealth is Spider-Man, Onslaught, Nick Fury, Elsa Bloodstone, Venom. We use Nick Fury in the video, and Hercules Nimrod. Okay, not sure about Nimrod, but someone said about it. Okay. Kushala, Iceman Infamous, Iron Man, Human Torch, Hulk, Silk, Count Nefaria, Titania. Anything works here. That could be quite effective, so just kind of just watch out. And that's it. That's it for the bounty missions. I will do elite bounty missions separately, mainly because they haven't been released yet, and I want to do a separate video, kind of like playing through one of the fights and at least kind of talking about them a bit more. So yes, look out for that at a later date. Good luck in your grind in bounty missions, and yeah, check out spreadsheet and stuff. Cheers. Have a great day. Bye bye.